could not stay down. WCW World Champion Hulk Hogan has crossed over to the dark side to take on the evil powers in their own eerie world. Shudder, think about their monster trucks locked up in a sumo style showdown. If survival is possible, they will then be hauntingly close when they see each other eye to eye inside the fortress called the Ring. It will happen before your very eyes.
I'll post the link in the chat for you guys to watch along, because it's free on YouTube. Oh, Tony knows what year it is. He's on the ball. Those futuristic doors. I'm not quite sure what I think of them. They're either brilliant or terrible, if you will.
Later in the program, Beth was given another opportunity to come to the ring, but failed again. Lauren and Brian therefore got the match against Sting for the U.S. title. Something has gone wrong. Johnny Man, if you joined us late, you were supposed to come out of the beginning of the program to wrestle Sting. He beat Flying Brian, Paul Brawl, and earned the title shot, but he has a no-show. Therefore, by default, Flying Brian gets a shot against the Stinger. At the end of the program, here missed his opportunity to beat Sting for the United States title. Worst what happened of my entire life. Gee, I had car trouble. I had a flat tire. On the biggest day of my professional career, I have a flat tire.
A flat tire.
At least give us a telephone call, John. What do you think if I had a phone? You would have called somebody? You are so stupid. How could you be so stupid to miss your shot at the WCW US Championship? No. I mean, I should have got the shot anyway. I'm a world champion. I'm a television world champion. It should have been mine. Here's the man that earned the right to beat Sting for the U.S. title. He beat Flying Brian Pillman and Paul Brawl, Johnny. That's his misfortune. You think I would have missed this match and have an opportunity to prove to Sting who could be the next U.S. champion? Heroes don't become champions. Guys like $1,000 pay become champions. Now, Max Muscle, what do you have to say about it? Yeah, it's pretty tough getting your 4 flat tires hand out. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. How did you know it was 4 flat tires? I said 8 flat tires. Oh, no. What a bunch. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest
DDP's job theme.
is for the WCW World Television Championship. Sit for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the lovely Diamond Doll Kimberly and Max Muscle from Las Vegas, Nevada. The WCW World Television Champion, David.
Tootsie. Ah, Kimberly's lovely. Leave her alone, Brain. Mm-mm.
He's on a roll. There's no doubt about that. All right, I think we're about to maybe go back to
Johnny B. Bad's Calabunga music. Richard, don't be fooled by good. I mean left to it. That was Sly pulling a heel move.
Just think, we just took off right now with the pay-per-view Halloween Havoc. So far, they've been on the floor. 2 men have looked like trying to be bad. One's come out of the crowd. He's been knocked over the rail, brought back in over the rail, back into the ring. And this is the first match, Giovanni. The first event. And we have been told... Well, it should be an upgrade from Bad and Honky Tonk. They will hook it up, bumper to bumper, grill to grill. And as you heard Gene Okerlund explain the rules, bumper to bumper. The object is to push the man's truck, both axles, out of the 100-foot diameter circle. Possibly off the top of the roof. Did you see all the security up there on the roof? Yes, I did. I mean, Detroit's finest is here. I've never seen that many boxes of donuts. Stop.
Would you stop?
Johnny B. Bad. Johnny B. Bad is a former television champion. He has held the belt before. And of course, Diamond Dallas, as we said, on a roll. And it all started when he became richer by winning the $13.7 million. And there's been a lot of speculation as to maybe he really didn't win that. Maybe it was the Diamond Dogs. And he just is along the ride. No, he's a winner. He won the money. He won the television belt. This man's a winner. You know, the good thing, what happened to Johnny B. Bad recently with his car and having car trouble, he repaired the thing himself, which is really good. Because you got two Snakey and Squirrel that on the gas station in Virginia or something. You're talking about the Rat Jim. Right, well, he can get a job at the gas station there. He can change tires. He can do oil. He can wash windows. He knows all about it now. He's got training. Well, Johnny B. Bad would be welcome in Graceville, Virginia, but I don't think Diamond Dallas will. The town is not ready for him yet. Nick Patrick is warning you now. Look at that. Yeah, Tony's there. Nick Patrick, one of the finest officials in the sport. Yeah, I mean, his shirt on. That's the cleanest dirty shirt he's got. He really takes charge. There's quickness with Johnny B. Bad, and of course, we've seen a lot of power and a lot of resilience exhibited in Diamond Dallas. And for all his mouth, the things have been going on, the man can really go at it in the ring. Over the top goes Diamond Dallas. Jumps over that time. Oh, no, Johnny B. Bad with a cover out of the head. He got a 2 count out of that. If Nick Patrick would have been in position about a half a second early, he could have got a 3 count. Maybe you're right. Up on the turnbuckle there. Oh, he got right in the pan. Right in the march. That was a great counter move by the television champion. Representing him with a busted nose and busted up eyes and have the dick knocked out. You know what good at a gas station? What is the Diamond Dog going to get that? Oh, she's not going to even put up a number. Uh-oh. She was asking for a scan, and she didn't even pull out a card that time. The opening bell on WCW's late fall tradition, Halloween weekend tradition, Halloween Havoc. She'll be washing dishes by hand tonight. More anticipation for this event than any Halloween Havoc I've ever been a part of. Everybody's talking. I don't have a plane came up to me the other day, asking me all kinds of questions about Hogan, about the Giant, about Flair, about Sting, about Luger, about Savage. Like, who's flying this bird? You got a woman in the front. You don't go back here asking me questions. Give me that second message. Diamond Dallas, he loves being in this position where he is in command of the match. And right now he is. It was also a mistake by Bad. In the corner, there's an elbow. A lot of force behind that elbow by Page. You know, they say it takes money to make money. Yes, it does. When this man won the $13 million, you notice his role started. He started to take it serious in the ring. He put his sights on the television championship, and he went out and got it. Now he wants to be United States champion. And believe me, I believe that man's going to become United States champion someday. Right now, of course, the U.S. heavyweight champion is Sting. Here's the lateral press. 1, 2. And soon as Sting arrives here at the Joe Louis Arena, he will find out what we all know, that Nature Boy Ric Flair has been attacked. And that tag team match is in serious jeopardy here. In the corner, Bad Halley's on. Nice move by Page. Oh, he moved out of the ring about 6 inches. Look at him back suplex out of the corner. He's calling everything at the end. It's over now for the show ends the man. And there's the card. By 10. She's not agreeing with that. Doesn't matter if she agrees or not. Just do your job. Hold the card up, sweetheart. She has been very upset. Got all those biscuits go back to the store and she'll be upset. Wow. It's a pancake.
The pancake.
No nails, she'll be upset. He called that move the pancake.
The pancake.
Has him up as if it's going to be a power climber, and then puts his chest and face first into the mat. And a reverse skin lock is applied for DDT. Nevertheless, we had a very good look at the Diamond Dog, or Kimberly, at Nitro recently. And she was upset about the attack by her man. There she is. And see, now she has a very concerned look on her face. And why would she if her man is in command of the match? That's my question. She's a ditz. She's gorgeous. She may be beautiful, but there's nothing happening between them ears. How did you know? Because if there was something happening, she'd smile. She'd show those pearly whites and let him know that she's on his side. 13 million times she's on his side. There you see the thug, Muscle at ringside. Absolutely. And Kennedy Bear's coming to come back here. A second win for the man. Oh, head take you out of his head. So much for Mr. Goodrange. Lateral press one more time. Come on, Dallas. Forget about that referee. You're not going to get anything arguing with that idiot. Go back and put the boots to Johnny B. Bad. Keep him down. Keep him grounded. Down he goes. Later to come in this program, not only up on top of Cobo Hall, the Battle of the Sumo Monster Trucks, but in the arena tonight. The man who literally built Cobo Hall, sold it out every other week. The Sheik will be here along with Sabu, the original Sheik. And he'll face JL later on in this telecast. Plus, Woodward Hawk looks for revenge. And what about Ric Flair? And, of course, Lex Luger and the Macho Man Randy Savage. They have not one but two matches tonight. You realize the Sheik and Sabu make the Melendez brothers look like Laurel and Hardy? No comment on that one. As you see Diamond Dallas in the corner with him in. A reversal. Johnny B. Bad. He's got a back line one.
Two. Oh.
Trust your cards and the man with the stars. Over. 1, 2. And a 2 count kicking out. We are in front of some of the greatest sports fans in the world here in Detroit. The home of the Red Wings. Arena like that. Leaked over the top. And Diamond Dallas hammers ahead. It's going to be bad. And there's a press here. 1, 2, and no. And reversal. 1, 2. You can't be nonchalant with Johnny Bad. You can't be nonchalant with anybody here at WCW. When you got an opportunity to pin a man, you better take advantage of it. Power slam that time. You didn't do this over a year ago, too. This man has improved. No, there's no question. I mean, people will tell you who know Diamond Dallas very closely that he has put a lot of effort and time into developing a repertoire in the ring, and hey, it's paid off. I mean, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you gotta work hard. There's no excuse, Tony, for having money. No excuse for having money. That's right. When you have money, you don't have to make excuses. Oh. What's up? Now, this one, Bad getting a comeback. Look at this. The leverage advantage given to Max Muscle. Once again, a press. And a 1, 2. No, did not get it. Come on, referee. See how long it took him to get position? Coach Burns going to beat him there. Elbow. Waste time with him, Dallas. Do not waste time with that man. Listen, he's talking to Max Muscle. Screaming at Max Muscle to get up on the apron, which is his advantage to loosen the tape on the hand and blatantly choke Johnny B. Bad. Come on, Johnny, this is your opportunity. Don't choke. Yeah, not funny. You get it? You get it? No, I got it. There you see screaming at Max Muscle to get up on the apron. And of course, Nick Patrick doing his job. She's shaking her head. Making sure he was getting down. She's not liking these tactics at all. As a matter of fact, she's getting angry right now. Oh, she's going to pout. She's going to hold her breath. There's a charge card. What's she going to do? I don't know. As long as he keeps the camera on her, then I'm holding now. The headlock. There once again, screaming at Max Muscle. So there is a game plan from Diamond Dallas here. And that is obviously. Well, Shemai, when you're a champion, you better have a game plan for every your opponent. Especially here at WCW. Where so many stars showing up on the scene, so many people, so much talent. Everything's happening right here. And believe me, if you're not prepared, you can get knocked off very, very quickly. They are back to the Raptors here at the Joe Louis Arena. And of course, the city got a big sports booth just yesterday when they announced they were building a new stadium for the Detroit Tigers. And there is no truth to the rumor that I will manage the Detroit Tigers. Reaching out for get the leverage and Max. A little bit too close. And a pick. And a great shot in the back right down to the gas. But can he come? That took too much out of Jeremy Bad right there. You know, Page is a big man. What's he fit the Toledo then? 270, 275? I think so. And he came right down on top of Jeremy Bad. Right, standing 6'4". I mean, to do that move effectively, you got to do it early. Before, while you still have all your strength before you're not out of gas. Into the midsection. And you've got to watch Johnny B. Bad's left hand. From a distance. Oh, the quickness again. Bad trying to get up. He was ready to haul off and hit him with the right hand, but it was Diamond Dallas State for the first blow. He missed. The kick. He's running a atomic shot that time. Touching it up. Bad getting maybe his third win of this match. And he picks him up. There's the atomic shot the other way. Bad wobble, but he's got the left hand moving. And I mean, from downtown Detroit with that right hand. George on to the route, the butt.
Pretty decent match.
Flying head scissors. I don't think the Diamond Man knows where he's at right now. And I think Johnny B. Bad's done. He's up on top. Double in the blow. Don't waste your time, Johnny B. Bad. That man has to go. He's the champion. Don't look at her. Oh, they give him a 10.
A 10!
Get rid of her. 1, 2, and go. She gave him a 10.
Pat gave her a 10.
You're going to find her in the morning at the unemployment line or some soup kitchen. Well, that's the moment to remember in WCW history. And you saw it only on Halloween Havoc. Stand 1, 2, no. Barely got out of very close to a great match. That's why WCW is number 1, because in the ring, we have no equal. Oh, the Diamond Dream!
Oh.
That's the movie called The Diamond Dream. It's almost out of a hit toss. It is a bulldog type maneuver or DVD, and he worked it to perfection. The bad news is for Diamond Dallas, he's winning as well. Did not take a lateral stretch there. Well, he's been in a hell of a beat for the last, I would say, 10 minutes straight on. I mean, Johnny B. Bad hasn't let up. He suplexed this man. He's come off the top rope on this man. But he hasn't been able to hold the shoulders out that 3 count yet. Got a 2 count. And he's used everything. He's used max muscle. He's used his game plan. He's going for the diamond cutter here. He's going for it all. Johnny B. 1, 2. No, sir. 2 count again. And get back in it now. Close, but no panic at all. In the corner, and this is where he made a mistake earlier in the match. See, I wouldn't slug it out with Diamond Dallas. I'd make him wrestle. Oh, the top. Go Diamond Dallas. Johnny Bad went almost out, but the match still continues. Well, that's in the qualification. Johnny Bad threw over the top. Max Muscle helping Diamond Dallas to his feet. Watch out. Whoa. Oh. Oh, it's a bad day. It's a bad day. You're not kidding. It was a doubleheader as well. It sent Max Muscle down. Johnny B. Bad trying to complete the bad day.
The bad day!
1, 2. Come on. He got out of it. What a mess. He got out of the
Slow count, ref.
Well, you can't finish him off, but everything you've done to him right now, you're not going to, Johnny. It's time for the 2-3. He's too
The
close.
2-3.
He's too close. Whoa, the break started. The front kick. They collide. They roll up. It's all back. 2.
No.
Wow, they were standing in the Joe Louis Arena. Everyone was standing except Diamond Dallas. We have seen just about everything, and we're just now kicking off Halloween Havoc. Max Muscle put on the brakes that time. Not tonight. Full Nelson applied. Diamond Jack clothesline.
No.
And this match is going to get away with it. Max Muscle goes down. 1, 2, 3. And new WCW World Television Champion, Johnny B. Now the
Johnny be bad. Monroe red. Pretty as a picture. You Richard. You won't like it. Johnny be bad. Oh, pretty. He's alright.
There you go. That's the purple man was given to Johnny B. Bass, your winner, and you World Television Champion, handing that belt. Oh yeah, Johnny B. Bass, winning the Halloween Havoc. You know, we've had some great Halloween Havocs, but as the anticipation grows for the Battle of the Sumo Monster Trucks, you know, let's talk about that Battle of the Sumo Monster Trucks. Hulk Hogan and the Giant in the ring. It'll be the very first time that we have seen the Giant wrestle. We've seen him attack people on Nitro events. We have seen him choke Hulk Hogan many times. I've never seen him wrestle. He has never wrestled, so we are not sure. It's an unknown for Hulk Hogan. Combine that with another unknown. You know Hulk Hogan can drive. You know the Giant probably has. He always drives in limos. I've never seen him drive. Well, nevertheless, but they've never been in a sumo monster truck. This is an unknown for both men. It's very dangerous, really, for both men. Well, they're hooked together, correct? Yeah, bumper to bumper. Okay, now if you and I were bumper to bumper, I'd push you off the roof. That's right. This could be a no-win
Bumper to
situation
bumper.
for both of them. Very, very dangerous. The object is to push your opponent out, both axles out, or flip it. As we go to the ring in our next bout on Halloween. Kaboom! Amanda, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Dungeon of Doom from the land of Yin and Yang, Zodiac. It's Zodiac. Isn't it, Frank? Yes. No. You mean no? Yes. Yes. I thought I'd throw that out at you. And I tell
Bum,
you,
bum, bum.
this fits.
What?
To have this man walk down the aisle at Halloween time just fits. Well, obviously, he's been riding in a convertible again. Stop now. We still have it coming out, telecast, Road Warrior Hall. Let's look at the 10th man. Well, you know, it's fitting that this man, the Zodiac, would be a member of the Dungeon of Doom. Because the Master, the Taskmaster, they come up with who knows what? From Sarasota, Florida, 235 pounds,
Macho Man in the second match? Are you fucking kidding me?
Those three men, Luger, Savage, and Sting, had been talking, and it was Sting that on an event in the middle of the ring on WWE Nitro in Chicago Live. And as we are always live on Monday, it was Sting who got both of these men to agree to maybe wrestle twice in. And it's Hulk Hogan has been listening in on what they've been talking about as well. And he's not too happy about the three men talking about their goals and aspirations. He shouldn't worry about those three men. He better worry about that Giant who's going to have him up in the rope in a little while, pushing him around like bumper cars. We have a problem in the ring. And I believe security's going to take care of that. Another one of these is up front. I had too many secrets. Hey, folks, that's not important in parts like that. This is important. Watch it. Randy Macho Man says, take it to the Zodiac. Head first they go. Have to keep it on the more, he's going to punish him out here. Listen to the ovation for Randy Macho Man Savage. Show it first. Now, Bates, we need to dig into the fact that, as we know, this was supposed to be Kamala. There's a scoop and a slam. And we had no idea what happened to him. The way I understand it, Kamala was afraid.
Supposed to be Kamala. Like it's that much of an upgrade. Well, at least he made it quick work of it.
It is a red hot night here in Detroit. Halloween Havoc up and running, and still a whole lot of entertainment to come. By the way, speaking of sizzling, the WCW hotline is absolutely sizzling tonight on option one. I overheard the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, talking to a man that he used to represent at another wrestling federation. I can't talk about it on the air. I certainly won't talk about it here on Halloween Havoc. However, I will talk about it tonight, along with Mike Tanay and Mark Madden on the WCW hotline at 1-900-909-9900. Folks, please, this is some very hot news. Give us a call, 1-900-909-9900. Speaking of hot news, as you know, we have a brand new world television champion, a happy man here in the locker room. I think I heard a couple of corks popping for you, Johnny B.
There's going to be a celebration in the Motor City. Gene, I've been telling everybody I promised the fans and I promised myself, most of all the trials and tribulations, all the adversity. I tell these kids, if you believe, you can achieve. And ever since I was a young boy, I dreamed of the day I'd be wearing the gold. And today, I'm here to tell you, and all those fans, dreams do come true. This is reality. The World Television title. Dr. Dallas Page gave me everything. I took it all, Gene.
You know, Diamond Dallas Page actually did not help his cause with the presence of this Max Muscle. And I must say, you're a tremendous technician because you capitalized on some of the mental mistakes they made.
Well, Gene, that comes from my intestinal fortitude. I never gave up, Gene. That's why I'm in the greatest professional sport in the world. World Championship match. I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to give up. I promise I'll only give 100%. I'm going to keep this beautiful belt. I'm a bad man.
Johnny B. Don't run away. Come on in here. You and I are going to go down to Greek Town tonight. Maybe I can help you.
I thought you did it right, Gene.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. In honor of your Tutti Frutti, I'm going to sing Tutti Frutti in the UFC out of Pegasus tonight.
I love you, Gene. Okay, open the front row seat for that one.
All right, we'll have a little Greek food, a little moussaka, perhaps some gyros, and some good times. Johnny B. is absolutely delighted because once again he is the World Television Champion here at World Championship Wrestling. All right, Tony, Bobby, gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Gene. Congratulations, Johnny B. That was a great interview. Very emotional interview. It said a lot about the man behind the punch, Johnny B.
And you know, if you're singing in a restaurant, it should help the businesses of all the other restaurants. There's always going to come into that place and listen to that guy sing Tutti Frutti with a mouthful of lamb chops.
All right, still to come. We're going to go up on top of Cobo Hall, right up on the roof, the battle of the Sumo Monster Truck. Don't forget Hulk Hogan and the Giant, and then later on, they will also wrestle as well. But our next match is a revenge match as well. That's a stick shift or is it automatic? I'm sure it's a stick shift.
Let's ask a question, you mind?
Nevertheless, we are going to go to the next match, a revenge match. Road Warrior Hawk to face Kurosawa. And as we take you back to the summertime, in what you get some of these live in the Clash of the Champions, Road Warrior Hawk,
So Hawk's Arm used to be.
yeah, suffered an injury. at the hands of Kurosawa. As a matter of fact, something that's never happened to Roadway Hawk before. Take a look.
Our WCW Clash of Champions special tag team match. Road Warrior Hawk and Steve.
Steve!
Oh my goodness, did you hear that? He yanked back on the arm. Did you see the way it turned? Oh, obviously natural way back. And he may have had a...
He broke his arm. He broke his arm.
He's a man called Sting. Looks good.
Halloween Havoc is a special return match. Sit for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Colonel Robert Parker from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 271 pounds. And if you talk to many of the
Kurosawa.
when that happened back in August of 800 they were shocked. Nothing like that has ever happened.
But it was long overdue, you know. Hawkins broke a lot of people's arms, and legs, and backs, and ripped ears off, and everything. This is one big fighting tough human being. Payback is good.
Here are with the #1 wrestling organization in the entire universe. World Championship Wrestling, where the big boys play. We've had some wild action already, and we're about to get in and out of the arena for you.
What a rush.
Well, the good thing about having Mark Rowe, having it just the way it was, he could scratch his back anytime he wanted to for any different business.
That's huge. One of the toughest our sport's ever seen, the legendary Road Warrior Hawk. He and Animal, one of the finest, most dominant tag teams our sport's ever seen, but he's not thinking about that right now.
I don't know what goes through that mind. He just cut his hair with that weed whacker, though.
No question, when he comes in with the lights on, you're not going to be attacked from behind if you have those lights on.
You're not going to get many people to dance with him.
We're going to fight going on as we anticipated. Here we go. Hawk is wasting no time. He is letting him have it with everything.
You know, Hope usually likes to rub you up a little bit, take you apart piece by piece. I've never seen him come really at it versus this fast, this hard, this much intensity.
Oh,
Oh,
a reverse kickbreaker that time, and Hawk. It's been all Road Warrior Hawk here. Here's the cover, and Kurosawa get out of it. Hawk again.
Well, it doesn't seem to me like he's favoring either arm. But that arm can't be 100%. That's the way it would snap.
Now that happened back on the August. Here now, heading in the month of November. So
wouldn't it be funny if he jobbed to Kurosawa?
Well, anyway, he don't care anyway.
I don't think he will, but you never know.
Goofy, the goofball.
down goes Kurosawa. It's Tiffany Plus.
It's not like a fat girl sitting on a beanbag.
Would you stop?
Back to the corner they go. Showing the quickness. He went for the arm again.
For crying out loud is my favourite Tony Schiavone line.
Tried to do it again, and Road Warrior Hawk quickly cut him off. And that probably will be the game. And I know Colonel Parker was the smartest man in our sport. He probably told Kurosawa, go for that arm, get it over his head.
Well, he didn't tell him to slap the headline on it to keep him down. He said, take his wing off. Go for it. Go what you hurt before. Take off his wing.
Down he goes again to the Hawk. What does that sign say? It says Bobby McGreen for mayor over here to our left.
Yeah, just like him. They can pay cut and live in a bad neighborhood.
And it's slammed down. Oh, the fans with their signs here, the greatest fans in the world.
And they print very well here.
Fans with W Crayon. Up on top. Elbow miss. This has been all Hawk.
Don't waste your time, though, Hawk. Turn your back on that man.
That's right. Don't turn your back and look at Colonel Parker. All right, sending Kurosawa to the near side. Here he comes. Road Warrior Hawk ahead. Steve! Wow! Out! And he slid all the way to the back safety rail. Here comes Hawk again. Forget about it.
What? How the fuck did he miss him?
Oh my! Hawk hit hard. And Kurosawa rolled him in. He hit that ring post.
Unless he hit Parker on purpose, but it's a bit weird if he did. Ooh.
Nicely done. Well, that big bird don't look too bad now, does it? Kurosawa, Pirates carry. Wow. Great execution by Kurosawa. Lateral press. 1, 2, right. 3.
Oh, fuck me. He did beat him. I don't believe it. What a slap in the face to Hawk. For crying out loud. Wow.
Here at Halloween Havoc, and certainly that stimulates your interest in that Luger main back. One day, on the
Thank you, the Macho Man Randy Savage. He is one of a kind. Let's get you back inside Joe Louis into the ring.
You know, some of that mustache he has comes with a nose and glasses too.
Doesn't really? Maybe they'll be in the stores for Christmas. What do you think?
Yeah, I want to look like Gene.
All right. JL makes his first WCW pay-per-view appearance, and this masked man, very mysterious, is a very fine wrestler.
Talk about a high risk move. That's what this man's all about. Very agile, very quick, and very secretive. I don't know anything about it. What does JL stand for? Jerk and run?
I don't know. Only if you think of something like that, here is going to, I'm sure, ignite Halloween Havoc because there's only one Sabu.
And there's only one sheep.
Sabu, along with the original sheep. And Yellow Green, the fans who've been following this thing for years, especially the fans here in Detroit. As Sabu gets into the ring with JL, know a lot about the sheep. Oh, JL takes the first shot. And
that's no cheese cutter he's got in his hand there. These are dangerous people. Very dangerous people. You know, they can work with each other without even saying a word.
he calls out Sabu and sheep. And sheep goes down. Wow. The sheep were the wildest man ever to step in the ring. Somebody hold on now. As a matter of fact, he held the United States Heavyweight Championship for years and years and years, and his partner stay up on top. As a matter of fact, the sheep years ago were doing this now. They actually go over 20 years.
That's right. And the feud with Victor Bruiser. I mean, this man destroyed more rings, more ringside chairs, more opponents than anybody. And Sabu is just a chip off the block.
That's right, following in the footsteps. He had a lot of big time. Look at that! Sabu was ready to try to reverse moonsault, but nobody was home. Mr. JL now trying to take some high risk of his own. He's going to try a maneuver. And he caught Sabu. Sabu's down. Pick up. How about 1, 2? Sabu just rolled the right shoulder up.
You know, Sabu is exactly like the sheep. They don't feel any pain. His body's all scarred up. I mean, they go upstairs, spring step. What chance does he take?
Sabu moving out of the way.
Oh dear.
The ropes have been used a lot here.
Oh.
That'll squash your head for you. 1, 2, got a 2 count. And the sheep holds the ground firmly in the corner of Sabu here.
You never know where he's going. He goes to the catwalk.
1, 2, got a 2 count that time. Sabu, a man we talked about it, you talked about it, Ray. Using chairs, he picked up the steel step, he's talking about 17 countries. Uppercut Sabu right here to Mr. JL. Some of the most spectacular moves we've ever seen. Got a 2 count. And there you go. There you see the sheep are kind of rebounded here. Right in ringside with Sabu. Using the rope to propel the drop kick and then send Sabu out. And there you see the sheep.
Time for Shrimp Kebab.
They say he's the man the sheep that built Cobo Hall. In a moment, Hulk Hogan and the Giant will run on top of Cobo Hall.
What great wrestling history in this city.
Using the rope. Tremendous round. Lateral press. Take it out.
The sheep burned him. Oh, the sheep threw a ball of fire right there in his eyes and face. And they missed.
Well, that is Billy Sheik. He's done it to so many people in the sport. And Mr. JL is just another statistic as far as he's concerned. Sabu and the Sheik bring wildness.
Tony, the man just threw a ball of fire in the man's face. How do you throw a ball of fire?
I don't know, Brady.
He threw a ball of fire into Mr. JL's kisser. Watch this, Sabu. This is from the top rope, humanoid. From the top rope. Look at the agility here. Do not try this at home on the ironing board. It will not work. Wow.
Humanoids.
And watch this. Mr. JL's laying there. There. Whoa. There's a ball of fire.
Yes, the ball of fire, I know. The mystery that surrounds the sheep and surrounds Sabu, and Sabu comes in with a big win. His first win in his first big pay-per-view event here at World Championship Wrestling. Fans, the anticipation grows to the Battle of Sumo Monster Trucks on top of Coco Hall. And the first time we've seen the Giant in the ring, we first saw the Giant, of course. We had seen the Giant make very mysterious appearances throughout many events leading up to Back to the Beach, if you'll recall. And then we saw the Giant come out and throw the shirt of Andre towards Hulk Hogan. But it was in the Dungeon of Doom when the Giant first struck. We knew the Giant was around. We didn't know he was part of the Dungeon of Doom. But it was all part of the great game plan laid down by the Master and by the Taskmaster to get rid of Hulk Hogan.
Well, I'll tell you, these two are better than Dean Witter when it comes to investing time. They've invested their life, their career in getting rid of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, you know nothing about the Giant except he's a big man and he hurts your neck. But he knows everything about you. He's what you used to see with a little boy. He's watched you with his father. He's got films and video, everything on you. Hogan, you are at a loss tonight.
As a matter of fact, we do have here with us tonight not only the Taskmaster, of course, Kevin Sullivan, but the Master is here as well live as we take you now, as promised, to the Taskmaster's lair. Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster, and the Master. So there it is from the Taskmaster, and I want to bring up a point here. Brain, that they made a mention of the fact the insurance policy is here in Detroit tonight. We left you this past Monday on WCW Monday Nitro Live. We saw the Yeti that they brought from the Himalayas break out of the ice, and apparently the Yeti is here as well. The insurance policy they talked about.
Well, they're talking about insurance policy, but last week on Nitro, I left before that black ice exploded. I didn't know what was around it. I didn't want to know what's inside the ice. But don't know what it is.
Yet another giant.
But they mean business. The taskmaster, he was frothing out there.
Frothing. Speaking of mean business, let's go to means you know.
I don't know if I should be talking to my insurance agent or if I should try to get a hold of Kevin Sullivan. I need an interpretation on what the master just happened to say. Now, joining me at this time, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the WCW Harley-Davidson Sweepstakes is Mike Gill from Coleman, Alabama. Congratulations. I'm also joined by Tony Carlini, also the lovely Doris Taylor, who is part of Carlini's California Connection, and the World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan, along with Mike's fiance. I should point that out for the record. And I understand you're going to make Hulk the official presentation.
Well, you know something, brother, going into this Halloween Havoc, it was really important that I was on a roll, brother. And the fact that Maniac Mike won the Harley-Davidson, brother.
Maniac Mike.
Gives me that little extra edge I need, brother, because he's already told me how he's getting back down. Man, you can ask him that later. He gives me that little extra edge to know that the Maniacs are on my side. And, you know, as I present Maniac Mike with the keys, brother, we got somebody like Jack, Tony Carlini in the back, brother. He's the best Harley-Davidson builder around, brother. He's playing all those California boys away. He's got his first shot right here in Detroit, Michigan, brother. And I think if I bend Carlini's arm a little bit, Maniac Mike, he might have to put a little bit extra chrome on that thing. How about a cat like Jack?
What about it, Tony? Here we can accommodate him. Doris Taylor, our manager here for Story Store. All right, I'm going to get Doris up front and center here so we can see her smiling face. Doris, tell us what Carlini's has in store for our winner, Mike. Yeah.
Well, Mike, first I'd like to congratulate you on winning the Harley-Davidson. We put together an apparel package for you here, some sweatshirts, hat, and also back at our store in Medford, we have an exhaust system, some Carlini paint savers, and a Carlini tour card. We'd like to invite you back to the store and pick it up and take it back with you. Again, thank you.
All right, terrific. I could probably use an extra exhaust pipe. Hulk Hogan, I want to point out for the record that this Harley-Davidson, if I go back 6 or 7 weeks, means a great deal to you, and it may all culminate here tonight.
Well, you know something, brother. The little Hulkamaniacs gave me one just like that. And at the time, I said, it'd be a beautiful thing if we gave one away to a Hulkamaniac so we could ride side by side, brother. So, you know, I just want to touch the seat to remember how I felt, brother. And that's the last thing I'm going to touch lightly tonight, brother, because later on, man, just like I said, he's going to ride that sucker all the way back to Alabama. I'm going to ride that giant through the straddle of the night, brother. And when he starts huffing and puffing and running out of gas, I'm going to squash him just like he squashed my HP, brother.
All right, Doris, speaking of touching seats, are we going to have anything special here? I think I caught her on that one. That's a little inside problem.
I got Cadillac Jack and the highwayman watching my back, brother. I don't know about nothing. You got that right?
I've got that. Monster truck competition still to come here. I want you to stand by. Our winner once again from Coleman, Alabama is Mike Gill. Mike, congratulations to you. Now, how are you going to get this Harley from Detroit to Coleman, Alabama?
We're going to straddle it and ride that sucker all the way back home.
I love to hear that. How about that? We've got a big crowd on hand. Jimmy Hart, I want to thank you. Doris Taylor, and of course, Tony Carlini. Thanks a million for coming here. And the California Connection and WCW Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan. You still got a lot of business conducted here tonight.
Brother, first it's machine against machine. I'm going to push that giant right out of the circle, brother, and then I'm going to take him in the ring and lay him next to his father. Right here in Detroit, brother.
Thank you very much. Right now, let's bring you up today on our next pay-per-view spectacular.
WC declares war. The biggest event in wrestling history. WCW World War III. Live and only on pay-per-view.
WCW World War III is coming in the month of November. It is going to be incredible. It's going to be the first time ever 3 rings. You heard me right. You've seen 2 before, but never 3. 3 rings in 1 arena. We do understand there's going to be 1 giant in each ring, and 60 men will vie for the championship of World War III. You understand the winner of World War III will get a title shot at the World Heavyweight Champion, who by the time the night's over could be the giant as well.
You know that motorcycle will look very nice in that trailer park where he lives. Parked right next to those other cars up there on the rocks and cement blocks. Right next to that little round lights, those nice 4-hour sprinkles. Yeah, that's nice there. Okay, you
contest. And Halloween Havoc is set for one fall. If Lex Luger wins this match, he will face Randy Savage later tonight. Introducing first, representing the Dungeon of Doom from the Kingdom of Tonga, weighing 309 pounds. Ming, along with the Taskmaster, making his way to the ring, and Ming owns a win over the total package Lex Luger already. As a matter of fact, by use of the golden spike that he pulled out from his belt.
Well, Ming will use anything. You don't really need anything to beat you. This is just one tough man. But Tony, you're never going to see Lex Luger in better shape than he looked. I saw him in the back about an hour and a half ago, standing there doing an interview with some people from the press. And I've never seen a body on a man look better.
His opponent from Chicago, weighing 268 pounds. Total package, Lex Luger. The total package Lex Luger. Here at WCW's Halloween Havoc.
But you know, running through his mind right now, he's thinking about the Macho Man. If I get by Ming, I'm going to have it out with the Macho Man.
I want to talk a little bit about what happened this past Saturday. As a matter of fact, just yesterday on WCW Saturday night. Luger wrestled Shock. It was very apparent that Ming came in and kicked the Shock in the back of the head, helping Luger get the win. The Taskmaster calmly walked out. The Shark was shocked about what happened. The Taskmaster calmly walked away and said, "See you tomorrow." There's a lot of people who think that Luger may be in cahoots, so to speak, with the Dungeon of Doom.
Well, every time the Dungeon of Doom have come to the ring and attacked an opponent, even if they're wrestling Luger, they never bothered Luger. They never put a hand on Luger. Luger was on the floor. And Kevin Sullivan walked right up to him. Usually puts the boots, usually takes your head and dribbles it off the floor. And he didn't do nothing. Something is going on here.
Halloween Havoc going on here in Detroit. Good to have you with us. This is where the action is, where the superstars are. And you see Lex Luger, who incredibly arrived on the scene on the 4th of September in our first live Nitro event for the World of America. He wanted to be here with Illinois. He wanted to be in the #1 wrestling organization in the world and go after the #1 prize in the entire sport, the WCW World Heavyweight title. There's a lot of things going on since then.
Look at that.
Look at tricks of Luger. Luger with a count. Come on,
I told you, Tony, I've never seen him look better. But he doesn't look focused. He looks like he's thinking about something. Something's on his mind.
maybe he's thinking about Savage.
Oh, of course he is. I don't know. That's why you gotta watch WCW Pro Saturday mornings. That's why you gotta watch WCW Saturday night. That's why you gotta watch the main event on Sunday. That's why you gotta watch Nitro on Monday. Things are happening here so fast in WCW. This guy could be a mailman tomorrow. Who knows what he's gonna do? This man, he will do anything. Things are changing so fast. Oakland had hair by Thursday.
I don't know what happened. In the rope, Sandy. And that was a very big mistake by Luger. He telegraphed that one. Ming, smoke package. Got a 2.
The Ming does possess that knowledge of all of the martial arts. And it wasn't sumo. The man is a bodyguard. The man's not at all. He was just one man.
And he's truly one of those dangerous men. Of course, with Ming, with the giant.
Is Ming a member of the Dungeon of Doom? Wait a minute. Like Kevin Sullivan is out there with him. If Luger's involved, that don't make sense to me.
What's going on? Ming goes inside. And there you see the Taskmaster helping him on his feet.
Well, he's a troubled man. His mind is constantly thinking bad thoughts. Every day, Halloween Havoc to the Taskmaster.
It's a different Taskmaster ringside.
It's a different Taskmaster every time you see him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very mellow. So, Luger takes the advantage. Shoulder first.
Here's your goal is fight. Try to use it now with a bad arm.
lot to listening. I mean, it takes a lot to listen. You could probably throw them off the roof in the truck, wouldn't bother. Might be the nicest evening ever had. Coming down on the arm, and Lex Luger now getting some advantage here. And Kevin Sullivan, the taskmaster, is keeping his distance from the total package. But look, they're having eye contact. Look at now he's looking over at me. And we want to let you know that we do understand that Ric Flair has been attended to. They can finally arrive in the arena. They'll be wrestling Kevin in just a few moments. And we are not so sure how this team is going to fare against Arn Anderson and Flying Brian. Flair right now, we understand, getting medical attention. He was attacked right at the beginning of our program.
And where was Flair's big buddy sitting? Man, he asked to help him. Wasn't even in the building yet. Great partner. Man, don't touch the humanoid. You've got a huge, powerful man in there that wants to beat your height.
Man, right on the back of the neck. Big telegram. Luger carries back on there. Big right hand blow. And how many people can see the big back with the right hand? But Luger has the power to do it.
Tyson couldn't do it.
They hit hard, and Luger hit harder that time. The big waist lock. Luger, yes, he picked him up. Big balls on Luger. 1, 2, and Luger kicked out in 2.
No, Ming did not fall on Luger. Ming was smart enough to turn his body in the air. While he was in the grasp of Lex Luger, he managed to turn his body, shift his weight. That's how good this man is. And that's how powerful Luger is.
Shoulder block. Yeah, Big Patrick asking Lex Luger, what they continue here.
Well, you don't have to ask me. That man will never quit. Look at Kevin Sullivan, as close as he is to Luger. Look at the eyes, look at the eyes. That says it all.
Ming holding the thumb up in the air. I was thinking maybe he's going for a spike here. Now remember, he can give that thumb as a nerve hold. He's going to get a spike.
It's the referee station. You've never gone 56 miles an hour?
Yes, I am.
Ah, that's illegal.
That's right. No referee. No referee ever saw me go 56. Right to the midsection now. Boy, you are looking at a complete fighting machine here. This makes the Dungeon do even stronger. And now we know. We heard from the taskmaster that they get there, the insurance policy is here somewhere. Will he get here? The Joel's Arena, they said the insurance policy is here. He may be on the roof of Coco Hall. He may get a
I didn't think he meant here tonight. He said he's here. He meant with the Dungeon do. What, physically in the building?
I thought it was. That's why they got to get there.
Do not leave your sofa. Or you're a lazy boy. Stay tuned. Who knows what's going to happen?
1, 2, Luger got out. He got good. And Ming at a frustration, a private choke. There you hear that warning Ming again.
You tell him, Nick.
He is on the attack again. He pulls the reverse chin lock. They close physical contact. Man-on-man competition. What? Machine-on-machine competition. That all World Championship Wrestling. It is right here.
Who knows what's going to happen on night for tomorrow night?
Also want to remind us in Dayton, Ohio, live tomorrow night at the Air Arena for WCW Bucket Nitro Live at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on TNT. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to be left of? Hulk Hogan will be shot.
We may have a new champion tomorrow night on Nitro.
There you see our Anthony crowd on the end. Here at the home of the Red Wings, the Joe Louis Arena in downtown Detroit. Hockey Town USA is what they call it here. 70 years. Can you imagine that? The Red Wings have been here for no, the Red Wings have been here for 70 years.
Well, another 70, maybe they'll win one.
They're very close here, but here we go. Close line. Both men cross-body. Luger could have it here. No.
There's still too much fight left in Bing. He's still up on his feet. He's still going in the forward direction. There's no reverse gear there. I was hoping wish he would have with his monster truck.
A pick up. Coming it back, and Ming executes a nice move.
You know, if Jimmy Hart was smart, he'd have got here earlier today and put some sugar in the gas tank so that truck wouldn't work. There's no anything that's going to save this man.
2 count.
Well, this man is a finely tuned machine, too.
One of the greatest.
The boy Luger's taking a heck of a beating here. You know, the Luger has no longer in his match to Savage when with Zodiac. And look at Kevin Sullivan. He's tough. Listen to what we can hear. You see my man Woody down there with a hand out. Yeah, go down to the ring now. Good throw.
I think what is happening here is that maybe Sullivan wants Luger to be a part of the thing to do, and Luger's not yet committed.
I mean, Luger has turned his back on this man. The average person would have been scratching all over their back. Their head would have pulled out. He'd have taken your bike touches on your lowers. He'd have ripped your lips off. Look at him.
What the fuck?
There's something going on here.
The night that WCW was waiting for. Going on right now in a very different taskmaster. And Ming is up on the little turnbuckle.
Well, you know, the Taskmaster is not someone telling me to come out of the door, is he? He's making him stay in the ring, and that's not like Kevin Sullivan. And believe me, Tony, it's not a good streak he's got going through him now. That man is mean.
Left hand to the head. Oh, to the midsection with the flat of the boot. And that hurt him.
Still, Kevin Sullivan does not make a move to interfere.
Luger trying to pull himself up and Ming on the attack once again. Right to the top. Oh, shoulder block. Luger trying to make it come back here. And a right to the eye.
You know how hard it must be for Kevin Sullivan to be that close to a wounded opponent with his back turned to you and not do nothing?
I need to ask you a question. That's not the program. Our fans just hold the main event live on TBS right before we came on the air. And of course in our pregame show as well. Saw you at a table at a executive booth, so to speak, with linen cloths and a gentleman. Can you tell us who he was?
The man is a businessman, a friend of mine from Japan, and I have him here as my guest, and we were having a little sushi and some champagne, and we were just having a friendly evening on the town here. Always good time.
Is there some sort of business deal you want?
I'm always working some kind of a business deal, but it's always good.
Oh, and there he goes. Luger sitting back in.
It has nothing to do with you or WCW, believe me. It's personal matter.
So you're out there where everyone can see.
Where the money?
Stop.
When are you going to ask me about the envelope you gave me, right?
Right at the top.
No, just discount tickets to a 70s wrestling. And, not that.
Luger gonna try to third. There he goes. Going up for that color package that time. And Tony, he earned that one.
Well, he almost took him out of his shoes.
Sending Ming in. Body drop.
He's measured him.
Close line to the game.
Yeah, you know, he's been stealing that arm. Motorcycle action. He was in a couple years ago. And he'll take advantage of the arm whenever he can. Lex Luger's no dummy. He knows how to win.
One of the finest in our sport. Sends him in, picks him up, and slams him down.
And that's not easy to do to me. You'll never get him on his back.
He's going to the golden spike. He's got it on his 2.5 minutes. Sullivan stopped the count.
He came in and kicked Luger.
What a slow count. What a shit finish.
He wanted Luger to win this match. He sacrificed his own man so Luger would win this match. It's like catching the ball at the 1 yard line and then handing it to the defender, helping him run the other way. This does not make sense to me.
He apparently wants Luger to be savage, which he will now do, thanks to that disqualification.
But he's going to be quite a disadvantage, Luger, because he's put in some time here with me. He's been in this ring for close to, I would say, over 15 minutes. And there you see me going into his boot. He removes the golden spike. Again. Yeah, puts it on his finger. Luger comes to pick the man up. Probably the flying there for a small package. Nails him right in the throat. Now Luger is staying right now. He's not going anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count to 10. 1, 2, and then get him sold.
The Taskmaster came right in, just probably for the good to stop the match. Here's the golden spike again.
He could have done that at any point though in the match.
Tucked it away.
That's what's so dumb about plans like that.
I don't even care. All right, our capacity crowd anticipates some more great action, but right now we take you back to the casino to it.
Because by not stepping in earlier, Luger easily could have got a pinfall, or Ming could have got a pinfall before then.
The big man next to me is, of course, the 7'4", 400-pound plus giant. Let me set the table if I may for tonight, Giant. Momentarily, we're going to see you and Hulk Hogan on top of the roof here at the adjacent Polo Hall in your monster trucks in the machine versus machine competition. 3,000 horsepower between the two vehicles. I understand some 11 or 12,000 pounds. And certainly you've got to have some thoughts going into this one.
Well, my thoughts right now, BG, are very simple. Number one, if Hogan has the courage to show up, if he finds the heart to meet me on the roof of Cobo Hall. When we look up, grill against grill, truck against truck, machine against machine, in that 100-foot diameter, it's not going to be big enough. Because I'm going to push him right clean off the roof. And if there's anything left, right out here, Joe Louis Arena, Hulk Hogan is going to end up giving me the World Championship belt because I'm going to choke him right to the floor. Do you understand me?
Look at that hand. You've got to be kidding me. Please, from now on, I'll hold the microphone or you can hold it for that matter. Now, let's talk about something else. In the ring, as you alluded to, right here in front of a capacity crowd at Joe Louis Arena, WCW Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan putting the title on the line after the monster truck competition against you quickly, sir.
If he lives, I tell you one thing right now. Hogan is going to get the beating in his life. WCW Heavyweight Championship on the belt. Hogan, you're mine. And don't forget, you understand me?
All right, ladies
Good
and gentlemen,
night.
the Giant is going to be beating Hulk Hogan 2 times here tonight here at Halloween Havoc. Machine versus machine, man versus man. Hogan and the Giant, live from the Motor City. Let's get you back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team challenge is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Horsemen of the state of Minnesota, weighing 250 pounds, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, his partner from Hollywood, California, 235 pounds, Ryan.
Well, they feel very confident, very cocky because, they've already put the ball in their court, so to speak, attacking Nature Boy Ric Flair before the telecast even started.
I don't know how badly they attacked him. Because I haven't got word yet. His legs, his arms, his back, his neck, his head. What is wrong with Ric Flair? And why wasn't his partner there sitting to help him? That's what I'd like to know.
He had been receiving medical attention. As a matter of fact, during the last match, he was still in there with the doctor.
He's such an effort, though.
And third one first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 242 pounds, Nature Boy, Ryan Flair. His back partner from California, 251 pounds. The United States Heavyweight Champion, there is no regret.
Okay, we gotta get some word from the back now. Are they still working on Flair? Have they removed him to the hospital? Has he put his tail between his legs? They headed back to Charlotte? We gotta know right now what's going on here.
Get in the way.
By himself. It took him and then Sting showed up later. And now we know Flair's been worked over.
Now back then, so he did not come out, but as you know, if you were there, at that time, Rick really proved himself. They agreed finally, and Sting finally trusted Ric Flair. But now it's Sting.
He's gonna go all by himself.
We have no idea the condition of Ric Flair, where he is. We just know we heard, we're told that he was attacked by Arn Anderson and by Flying Brian.
Well, for Ric Flair not to come to the ring, for Ric Flair not to crawl out here on his hands and knees, tape himself up, wrap himself up, put splinters on, do whatever you have to do. Give yourself an appendectomy. It doesn't matter. He would be in that ring if he could. That's the nature boy I know, and you know, and the people know.
Reversal into a hammerlock, Arn Anderson, Sting, and a obvious, and I don't have to say it, it's repeating the obvious disadvantage here.
I mean, Sting is good, but he's not Superman. You're messing with kryptonite right there, and Arn Anderson and Flying Brian.
The fans are cheering out with the music. We want Flair. Knee in the midsection, double action. Full Nelson applied. Look at this double team going on.
And look at this. 20-some thousand people here at Joe Louis Arena. They're looking to the back. They're looking to see where Ric Flair is.
Sting drops. Arn Anderson.
Take your time. Take your time. It's 2 against 1. Things not going anyplace.
Get that camera out of my face.
Worry about the stinger. Let him do all his fancy moves. Let him do it for the stinger. He's all yours. Believe me.
It was a long and difficult time for Ric Flair. When he and Arn Anderson went at it, Flying Brian helped Arn Anderson get the win on pay-per-view. If you'll recall, fans called it off. Then Flair was looking for a partner. He looked to Sting. He asked him for weeks and weeks and weeks. Finally, Sting reluctantly agreed. They wrestled together. They were scheduled to wrestle together on Night 12. Sting did not come out. Flair took on both men. Sting finally came in there, and they had a tremendous match. And now together, but not together tonight. It's next to the duo. Look at Sting go ahead. Right. Backhand.
He's using a lot of energy on both these men. I don't care how good conditioning he is. He's not going to play Flying Brian and Arn Anderson 2 against 1 for very long. They will get you down, and they will wear their shoes out on you.
Close to this match, Flying Brian and Arn Anderson have been down on the floor. And Sting,
But he's smart, Sting. He hasn't gone on the floor after, where there's poles, and rails. You want me? Come out of the ring. That's where I'm at. I'm not going to waste any energy. I don't have to. This is one tough fight. And I got to be ready. That's what was going through Sting's mind.
already we have seen new television champion crowned. And we have one more title match to go, and that, of course, is the big one. And the prelude to that will be the battle with Sumo Monster Trucks. Now he's on the floor, Greg.
They made him outside. He fell for it. I said Sting was up. I didn't say he was right. Oh,
Sting!
Maybe you think he was, but this is why he's a former world champ, why he's a current U.S. champ, and will always be one of the greatest fan favorites this sport's ever seen. Not only because of his intensity, because of his desire, but because of his strength, his ability, his tenacity, and his
you no time for a house for the guy?
And if you're going to do this for now, even though it is a 1-on-2, over with? Thank you. All right.
He's going up on the rope.
Yeah, he might go up there with a truck.
You're gonna feel like he fell off that rope in just a few seconds.
Look at the power of Sting, if you will. He wants Arn Anderson, and that's a determined face. All right,
There's a little reluctant here.
come on, Mr. Enforcer.
But that's smart, though. You see the fire burning, you know you have to put it out. You're not going to run into it. You're going to learn how to put it out. You're going to get water. You're going to become fire department. He's taking his time right now. You're trying to cool things down.
And then what? Arn Anderson, yes, you're exactly right with all that, Brad. He is one of the greatest. And look at Flying Brian. Boy, what a jerk he turned out to be. You talking about malignance?
Put these go to the back and find out if Claire's still in the room with the trainer and the other medical people. Do it now. I'll get things done here.
You really proud of yourself. You know that?
I pay him good.
Double axe handle. And Arn Anderson now back on Sting here. Remember, fans, they can make that exchange. Sting cannot. There's no red flag still. Who was attacked earlier by both men. Hello. Oh.
Oh.
Changing the point of this match. As well as maybe a couple more matches for Flying Brian.
Oh, no. He rocks him like a rocket. He's out. Look at his eyes. There's the back of his head.
And now the Stinger. Not many men in this sport can take on two men and be successful like this. Sting, one of them.
Tillman and Arn Anderson. They've had no offense.
It's been all Sting. Oh, that time.
That's using your head.
Yeah. It was the forehead of Flying Brian colliding with Sting's head. And that is an old Anderson tactic.
Well, they'll sacrifice their bodies to win a match.
Gene and Ole Anderson used to sacrifice each other to win matches all the time. And that's where that came from.
That is great tag team.
Flair is here. Flair has made his arrival in the middle.
He just wants to wrestle.
Ric Flair. He's up. It's after Arn Anderson. Oh, yeah.
Oh, now we're going to get into the better track.
The face of Sting in the Joe Louis Arena. Sting stepped on the outside.
He tries to wrestle.
He's got his street clothes on, basically.
Well, it doesn't matter. If you want to get your hand on somebody you don't like, you don't worry about how you're dressed. You just go do it. And that's what Ric Flair's here to do. He's just going to do it.
Flair has made it to the fans delight standing here. Our capacity crowd of the Joe Louis.
By the look at that damage, he's got to have 10, 15 seconds in his head.
Second year in a row, the sight of Halloween Havoc.
Either that or it's a huge bump.
Think about Flair's career since last year at Halloween Havoc when he lost the retirement. Then was reinstated.
Well, he's never been the same since. This Halloween Havoc just groups people. They're never the same after Halloween Havoc.
Sting fighting for all he's worth. Chops. Chop so hard, gets him out of the corner. And Flair's livid. He wants in there badly.
Is Sting aware that he has a partner that he can't go make his hand?
That's a good point. He was shoved on the outside. But at the same time, Flair came in. I think he should go down because his eyes are coming up. Focus towards that corner.
Well, he's got to know Ric Flair's here. He's got to know he's up on that apron. He's got to make that tag.
Can you imagine Flair have lobbied all his time for the partner for this one match? Arn Anderson and Flying Brian, the snakes that they are, prevented Flair from getting into the ring.
Well, Flair wanted Sting as his partner. He wanted him more than anybody. He begged him. He pleaded with him. So he sends the Teddy Wilson's off. Look out. With a $1,200 shoe on the back of Arn's head.
Tag. He's taking the last for Sting here. Double team. You don't know if you see that, you can feel that.
That's too hard.
Ric Flair.
Come on.
And when he comes in, the roof is going to go off this place, and it lays on the roof of the Cobo Hall.
Flair receiving medical attention and Sting getting back. Stinger's really taking a beating out here, too. Boys trying to know what they did as well. And the Stinger now, long way to go here. This has been a very nice street fight. A very nice rumble, you might say. Sting! Can he make it? Being pulled down by a point inches away. It's Flying Brian. There's where he wants to go. The racehorse. My goodness. What action we've had here at Halloween Havoc. World Championship Wrestling. This whole year made famous by the great Wilbur Snyder.
This is easily the best match, and will probably end up being the best match.
You have trouble getting your breath. And the secret to this, keep the man in the corner. Use everything you have. Tag, and here comes Flying Brian. An open target for him that time. Up to him, Flying Brian. Upset him. Head first, Sting. Roman Street Tag him. Right now, Sting is down, but not out yet, man. But he desperately needs to get this thing. Flying Brian. You think the quitter will he quit? No. I heard rumor you were. How long have you been at WCW? Going on 2 years now. You should know by now. I've heard rumor. Our man is going to be a quitter. Yeah, right now she believes. Flair grabbing it. I mean, still to come. Savage Luger, Monster Truck, Championship title match. Wow. You weren't here, this would really be fun. Half crowd, flying. I know. Tag, here we go. Again, Sting, look at it crawling. You call that a quitter? A man will crawl on his belly to make a tag. He should stand on his own 2 feet like a man. That was crawl on his belly like a reptile. It's hard here with 2 minutes counting on him. Help me, Fire. Help me. They're taking the pain off me. Fingers. He just can't make it to the corner. 1, 2, and got a 2 count. Let's play with him. Almost at a handful of hair. Tony going on like Flying Brian. And you can believe, ladies and gentlemen, they fans are another one. Everywhere here in the jam-packed solo arena, Triple H. But he hasn't gotten a good one in yet on our part, Flying Brian. There's been each and every from getting into the drink. But Sting, another resurgence here. Get up out of this time, Buster. 1, 2, Sting, you big dummy. He was so close to the corner. He had Anderson rocking and reeling. All he had to do was duck under him, dive, take the time to Flair. But no, he wanted to throw him in the rope and do more damage. A man is a glutton for punishment. A man's greedy. And Flying Brian now. On the legs, Sting. Get your legs out. You cannot get up and come in the tag. Sting don't look like he's going to sting anything tonight. He's going to slap our man Scorpion. So he wants you to make it to the corner. Right in the line, strutting. Why would you want to get into the ring and have another beating? I don't know, but oddly enough, Flair, for all of his anger, has not been able to touch Flying Brian or Arn Anderson here. I'm surprised he's staying on the apron and listening to the rest. You think Ric Flair would be in there? He's screaming for Sting to stand tall. Sting, if you can hear screaming for Mexico. I'm here, buddy. I'm here. I'm here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Sting. Dig your fingernails into the mat and play.
Ah, this is going to be a heel turn, I reckon.
Give it a hand to Ric Flair. Give it a big woo! And watch that place erupt. Look at the strength. Look at Steve, would you please? Look at that determination. Look at that raw.
Sting, come on.
Actually, Flair needs to just jump right in here right now for the roots of somebody. A little bit of relief. Or go out and find a fight or something. Sting, I'm not so sure, fans, how much more the USA can take here. And Randy Anderson is the real one. Better stick it in. What a great evening. You may see the end of the Stinger and Hogan in the same night. Boy, talk about double your pleasure, double your fun. Oh, he started to style it so fine. Sting has to make it to the corner. Technique line, Brian on elbow. Boy, this is Arn Anderson at his best. I mean, this is vintage Anderson. The way they keep the man grounded, the way they keep the ring cut off, the way they keep the man on their side of the ring, and they pound on the same spot, they work on the same spot, and they keep him away from a fresh man. This is great tag team wrestling. Flair being kept at bay by the referee again. And Sting, I don't know. I've seen Sting take punishment from many wrestlers, Flair included. But I've never seen him take so much punishment by 2 minutes. I'm not so sure, fans out there, how much money he takes. Tony, give me your shirt. I'll go down and throw in the thing at the foul. So you mandatory thing to do. No, I don't think Sting will play that. And I wouldn't do it. Just keep your shirt on. Sting fighting again. What determination? What your best? This young man is right. Hold on. He's going to that. He gets a flurry, he gets a second or third win, and he's trying to make the putter, and he falls down. What'd you say? He's sitting around 7 feet away from the ground. Maybe as much as 8 or 9 feet. Now he's got to shift it into gear. Now he's got to reach down and suck it out. Now he's got to crawl. Crawl for your very existence. Put your hands and knees on your belly. Put that bottom up. Pull yourself. The lifeline to Ric Flair. Pull yourself to that corner and make that tag. But the only thing that will save you is Stinger. He's out. Here you go. He's out.
Yeah. Called it.
Oh, let's get back and watch this. Look at Stinger. He shot his leg out of question. He'd be a dead man. That's what he said. I've never seen Sting like this. I've never seen any action like this. But he's being triple team by the 30th player. No, Shivani. He's being triple team by the 30th free player in this sport. You know what? There was nothing wrong with it. He's pulling the tape off. It was all a lie. What an ingenious move. It was a lie. I gotta take my hand off the face.
Brilliant. Brilliant, Rick. Genius. Woo!
There's a lot more to this story to be told. Believe me, humanoid. James is kicked by Flair. What a double cross. I double cross people. But I mean, this is a chance. All right, Gino coming. Gino, I don't know what you're thinking right now. What do you think?
I'll tell you, Shivani, I'm going to tell you, Bobby Heenan, this is right down your alley. This is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen. All along, Ric Flair was part of this Anderson film and game plan to turn on Sting. I can't believe it. Hopefully, I can get a word with these gentlemen as they come back and head toward the locker room. By the way, fans, the hotline, the WCW hotline, is up and running right now. Mark Madden is back there. Mike Today, Johnny D. Bad, all the great superstars are on hand. Road Warrior Hawk will talk to you if you give them a call right now at 1-900-909-9900. About 49 a minute. Kids, get your parents' permission and make that call right now. Gentlemen, come on in here. Arn Anderson, Brian Pillman, you have
us 50 fans out there that asked for this. Well, you got it. Now deal with it. Oh, we're reunited.
Yeah,
And it feels so good. Perfect.
so good.
Woo.
Ooh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
styling and profiling.
worst things I could ever recall happening. Doc Dillinger, what is the condition of Sting right now? Does anybody know? Come on, get me some word here. This is absolutely ludicrous. Bobby Heenan and Tony Schiavone, gentlemen. Heenan, I don't know, you probably knew about this game plan far in advance. What's back to you?
Thanks, Gene. If you could take Chuck Tackett, the trainer on WCW, medical attention to Sting. I tell you, I keep thinking about what Sting said on WCW Saturday night. He said, if you double cross me, I'm going to leave you for dead. And, you know, I can only think also, was this when Arn Anderson and Ric Flair wrestled in our last pay-per-view, and Flair was kicked behind the head by Flying Brian, was that all part of the plan as well?
That's the way it looks to me. I'm telling you, I give you my word on it. I didn't know a thing about it. They suckered me in too. I believe that Flair had deserted his friend. I believe he had deserted me. I believe that Arn Anderson and him were the two closest human beings and needed to be brought together. I thought Pillman could do it. I thought something could help this friendship. The history of these people in this sport is, it has to go on. They have to be together. Now, they are back together and Sting, you were sacrificed. So sorry.
Still to come, Lex Luger against the Macho Man Randy Savage. We're taking out a Mike today. Mike?
What a perplexing situation here in Detroit, Michigan, Lex Luger. You appeared to have the match in control. You had Ming set for the torture rack, then he brought the Asiatic Spike into the ring, and of all people, the Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan interferes. What do you make of this? Now you have to face Randy Savage after that grueling match with me.
You know, it seems a very perplexing situation. It seems there's forces here in the World Championship Wrestling. Besides my good pal and friend Sting, who want this match between the Macho and myself to take place. The reasons why, I can't really say. I don't really know. Maybe I'm not 100% right now, but Macho Man, when the total package Lex Luger, here's that bell ring. It's you and I, the big boys, sitting it out. And when the bell rings, I'm going to be your Macho Man. And you know what? I'm going to be all over you because I've got a goal that I stated from day one. And you and your pal, Hulk Hogan, can commiserate together all you want. But the bottom line is this. I am the total package. I am going to be the greatest wrestler that WCW has ever seen. I am going to be the world's heavyweight champion. You know what, Macho Man? I'm going to go through you to get there. I'm going to make an example of you. So, Macho Man, you better be ready. You've taken on a lot of big matches in your career, but you've never had a bigger match than the total package Lex Luger right now, because I'm standing before you and I'm telling you, Macho Man, that I'm going to take you apart piece by piece, because a total package always gets what he wants.
Now let's go back to the ring. Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike, today. And that match still to come. Lex Luger against the Macho Man Randy Savage. We hope to have an update on Sting. Obviously, he's every bit as angry as he is injured as well. And also, fans, we will have Hulk Hogan in the ring against the Giant for the WCW World Heavyweight title. But in just a few moments, we are going to take you on the roof of the Como Hall here for the much anticipated battle of the Sumo Monster Trucks. Eric Bischoff will join you for that, along with Bob Chandler. Bob Chandler, of course, designed and built both trucks and built Hulk Hogan's truck, of course. And as you know, the builder of Bigfoot. But Brain, as we go up on the roof, we all think back on what has happened with Hulk Hogan and the Giant. It's been a long story up until now.
Well, whatever Hogan gets,
Back in a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back. Monster truck time.
Kind of a man, he's kind of a champion. They shouldn't be champions. As far as I'm concerned, it's a disgrace to something that I love and do, and that's WCW. Although you should not be the heavyweight champion of the world, you should be on the rope for a very short time. Then you should be pushed off the rope right to the Detroit River, and then pulled out and dragged into the building and defeated. You're the new heavyweight champion of the world.
That all could happen. Someone could end up in the Detroit River. Let's take you back and look at what's happened with Hogan and the Giant up until now.
The Wrath of the Giant. WCW World Champion.
WCW.
First was the shocking appearance in Huntington Beach, California, as he tossed his father's shirt toward the champ. Remember this? Then, only a week later, it was discovered that he was a part of a Dungeon of Doom. One true immortal. Hulk Hogan declared war. A war that would lead Hogan back to the dungeon for yet another blatant attack. The Hulkster gathered his team of Hulkamaniacs for Fall Brawl and War Games. When it was there prior to the event, the Giant struck. It would be the first of many blows to the power of Hulkamania. It happened as Hogan was arriving to the arena on his cherished Harley Davidson motorcycle. Then later the same night, as Hogan had the Taskmaster in the cage, the Giants attacked again. As a result, an injured Hulk Hogan made a China function. I'm gonna build a bigger, a better, a stronger, more powerful monster truck. I'm gonna get him to hook his up to mine, and I'm gonna drag him around and around and around the Dolos Arena, brother, because I'm sick of the Detroit man. And after I outpower his truck, after I embarrass him, then I'm gonna put the WCW title on the line, brother. And I'm gonna put him in his place, dude. For the Giants,
Dude.
the Taskmaster was unstoppable as he unleashed a premeditated attack on WCW Monday Night Raw Live on September 25th. Hogan released the attack on his home and quickly made it clear he would confront the Giants on the next live Nitro event. That Nitro event proved even more dangerous for the Hulkster. After his interview, the most vicious and horrible attack of all occurred. Oh, what is this? There's a woman with a cane. I know he's gonna do it again. No.
No.
He's shaving off the mustache. An injured Shane Hulk Hogan would not stay down. He went to Chicago the next week to confront the Giant again. The fans were stunned as they saw the world champ as never before, dressed in black. But this time, the Giant was barred from the arena and Hogan. Police kept both men apart. Then, last week, the Master told of a plan of insurance for Halloween Havoc. He returned during WCW Monday Nitro to present his insurance, the Yeti. Later in that same event, the Giant was on the attack again when the power of Hulkamania made one final powerful stake heading toward their collision. But the Dungeon of Doom had one more surprising move. As the countdown continues to Halloween Havoc, Hulk Hogan prepares his monster truck, knowing that for the first time in his career, he must face the same man twice in one night. First, machine against machine, as the two control their sumo monster truck in an explosive battle, and then man against man. As a determined Hulk Hogan defends the WCW World title against the most feared and awesome competitor World Championship Wrestling has ever witnessed, and must contend with what lies ahead.
Thank you very much. And what lies ahead, of course, is the Monster Sumo match that is going to take place on the roof of Cobo Hall. Two monster trucks locked up bumper to bumper, grill to grill, Bobby Heenan. 5 stories up, nothing but the Detroit River and concrete below. And joining me is Bob Chandler. And Bob, first of all, welcome. Glad to have you here on this pay-per-view. You're the man. Hulk Hogan came to you and he said, look, I want a bigger, meaner, more powerful monster truck than anything you've ever done. You built it. How tough is this truck?
Well, we put one of our big race engines. It's got a supercharged 572 cubic inch Ford engine. Runs on alcohol. It's as bad as any other engine that we've had in our other trucks. And all the other big ones.
What's the horsepower of the engine?
It's probably 1,500 horsepower, Bobby.
How big are the tires?
Tires are, well, they're 1,000 pounds, but they're 6 foot tall.
1,000 pounds of tire?
1,000 pounds of tires.
So what's the whole truck weight?
Whole truck is 11,000, 5.5 tons.
our world. What are the rules around Thomas Run?
All right, Jarvis, this is how it's gonna be. The critical offender here, there are two charges. The violation of the truck to make it go off, you can run over it. Let the inmates in that truck keep on running them. At the end of this blast up, I want the truck to be completely out of the ring. That doesn't mean one set of axle, that means two sets of axles. So the truck has to be completely out, all the way to the bumper. You see those bumpers coming in here, we're gonna weld them shut. Now I'm gonna be on top of that truck. When you see my hands and those charges go off, I'm gonna jump off that bumper and the best truck wins. So go for it.
Oh, this is it. This is it. Basically, the rules, let me reiterate for you if I may. You need to get both sets of
The rules.
circle in order to be declared the winner. And did I understand him correctly, Bobby, to say that there are two charges placed randomly within that circle? Is that what I heard?
Well, if this runs on alcohol, there could be an explosion out there. I wouldn't want that truck to be anywhere near any pyro, any charges. Hogan could wind up in Toronto.
Bob Chandler has been looking on. They are literally welding these two trucks together. There is no escape.
Now it's gonna be a balance of the finish here. You know what's gonna happen?
How much gas, how much
Alcohol, how big is the gas tank? They held about 15 gallons apiece. And if they do, if the charge goes off on that alcohol, they're goners.
I mean, you got a guy with a welder there.
But if it blows up the hydraulic lines, they'll lose their steering. If it blows up the water lines, they'll overheat. But the worst thing, if they blow up the fuel line, they're gone.
All right, you are looking at the top of Cobo Hall, Cobo Arena, adjacent to the Joe Louis Arena here. We have got helicopters, we've got police, and now we have the world. Monster sumo match as the monster pushes Hogan. Hogan reacting, digging in. Listen to this crowd inside at Joe Louis Arena. As Hogan buries the pedal to the metal.
And they're not wearing helmets. I don't know if they have seatbelts in that thing, Bob.
Oh, yeah, they got seatbelts. They'll be okay in the truck as long as they don't go off the edge of the building.
They are strapped in. Now, Bob, you told me there are two supposed to actually turn in this. Oh, and on each of the trucks, you'll notice the back wheels here, the front wheels here. You've got a co-pilot situation here. I tell you what, this is going to be like flying a space shuttle.
It is tough because the hydraulic, the other guy also got to steer the front axle, the gas pedal, brake. It's a battle in there.
It is a battle, and right now it is Hulk Hogan taking the monster all the way back. He's pushing. He's digging in. It has been raining, sprinkling here in Detroit for the last couple of days, and now you're getting an inside look. The monster, his point of view, he is pushing Hogan back. Hogan only appears to be about 15 feet away from the edge, but again, maneuvering those back axles. Shifting the front.
I expected Hogan to be a little slow because this is fairly new to it. He hasn't driven this yet much, but he's doing a great job.
We always expect Hogan to be slow. He never lets us down.
Hulk Hogan keeping the action in the center. There you see our aerial cam. We have got a helicopter circling the roof. And again, we got to tell you, we're 5 stories up above. And you can see the flashing light. Just beyond that, a brick wall. Just beyond that, is Windsor, Canada. And nothing in between it other than a parking lot and a river. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Back. Hogan is back.
They get both tires out. They got to get all the way out before they lift.
That's right. Only one set of wheels. And now Hogan. And just you can hear the roar of these vehicles.
If they weren't hooked together, if they're like in the Bonneville salt plant, how fast can one of these trucks go?
So they drive about 100 miles an hour, Bob.
Oh, look at this. Hogan now. Hogan.
This is exciting.
Hogan. That looks to me.
Exciting.
Hogan is positioning the monster towards the center. He may be trying to swing him out of here, Bob.
That's a good angle if he can do that. He can swing it around and get the momentum going. He can swing it all the way out of the ring.
And now Hogan's going back again. And I'll tell you what, the Dungeon of Doom truck is one frightening looking machine. But what would you expect?
I think Hogan's going to have the horsepower to start by the time we're through. We've done a lot of work on this truck, and he should win this.
Is that Razor on the road? Earlier.
Look at this. Hogan going back again. Hogan going back. We have a charge. We have a charge.
Almost got him all the way out.
They hit
History is being made.
Everyone has never been done before. And you're seeing it at Halloween Havoc. And you get a good look at Hogan, and he is really muscling this truck. It must be hard to hold on to this machine. It is. There's a lot going on. That's why let's wait. I think he got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's going to take him out. He won it. There he is. Oh, my God. Inside the building, the crowd reacting. I don't know if you're catching that at home. I'll tell you, WCW has changed the course of this match. He's nuts. He's crawled out and he's going after Hogan.
We're going to have it right up on the rope.
Wait a minute. No, there is no security. We don't have enough security up there for this.
You're going to throw him off the roof, Bischoff?
No. He has the end of the roof. Whoa.
You're going to get the fireman out there with the net.
The Giant has got Hulk Hogan on the edge of the roof of Cobo Hall.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Off of that. Somebody get him off of there. Get him off of there. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
No. I don't know what to say. We're back here in the arena. Somebody, I don't know, the truck's gonna talk to me, tell me what's going on here. I don't know if they can hear me back there or not. We've got a serious problem here. What's supposed to happen? Bobby? What?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna, Bob, I'm gonna try to get some word back to the truck. Obviously, Hulk Hogan, they've said, okay, they're telling me now they've got security up there. They're sending security up there. We're gonna try to find out. We're gonna try to find out exactly what's happening. I apologize. They're talking to me while I'm talking to you.
Which side of the roof did he go off? The water side, the street side, or what?
Well, you got a parking lot, you got a river. What difference does it make? All right, look. I apologize to all of you watching now. We've got a situation here. We've got to try to figure out. All right, they're telling me now to go to the break. We've got a match coming up. Tony and Bobby, you take over if you can. Tony Schiavone, sit by down here. I'm going up top.
Ladies and gentlemen, Halloween Havoc, live from Detroit, Michigan, is a special contest. Both men won their respective matches tonight, and meet now in this one-fall return match. Introducing first, from Chicago, weighing 268 pounds, the total package, Lex Luger.
All right, everyone. Tony Schiavone here, back with you now. And did you see that? We are absolutely stunned. So much built up for this match. You know,
You see, Tony? It's all because of Hulk Hogan.
wait a second. It's no good. Would you get off yourself back for a second? And we are frantically trying to get security to check on the condition. Obviously, the Giant fell off the roof of Cobo Hall. And I'm going to be honest with you, we may not have a world title match. All right, Lex Luger, they're worth it. Was it really worth it? All because of Hogan, is it really worth it? I don't. And I'm going to say no, as we anticipate the Macho Man. And you saw Hogan's reaction to the Giant falling off as well. He ran for some help as well. I mean, being in the ring one-on-one is one thing. And Valley must be something that we never anticipated this to happen. Who's opponent?
And how can these two men go into the ring and have a match? This is on everybody's mind. Everybody in the Christian area understands. They're not saying a word. They are shocked.
The Macho Man Ranch Savage got the match he wanted with Lex Luger. They both won it in advance. I know Gary, as he went towards the back, I mean, he just sprinted by us. And maybe we'll get an update from Gary. I don't know. Hopefully, Christine's up here with us. And the people in the truck, if you can let me know never know what kind of surprises you're going to have in WCW, but I don't think you give us about this one. I don't know what to say. All right, here we go. My apologies to the Macho Man and the Lex Luger, but we gotta find out what happened here. I can't sit here and watch this. Well, you have to, and I have to. Okay, let's go. I mean, what? Tony, you fell off the roof. Let's take a look at here. Here they go. We are scheduled to have the giant next. Oh no. I just heard they're not allowing any cameras outside. That don't sound good, does it? That does not sound good at all. Here's Jimmy Hart. In black. What is he doing at ringside? Oh, the last thing in my mind right now is that Lex Luger. Luger has snapped. Macho Man got the first. Got a cheap shot in. And Luger now has 6. Taking advantage here. I just got word that Bischoff has left the building with over. All right. Maybe. All right, Lex Luger and let's for a minute. Let's talk about this match here and say that Lex Luger. The jury's still out on Luger. Is he a member of the Dungeon Doom? And what happened with Ming? And I don't know. I do not know. To the midsection, actually right to the chest. He swung at the referee. The Macho Man did. You know, things have just kind of got nuts here. This is going to be on every front page of every newspaper in the world. Tomorrow morning. How can I go too late for the morning? All right, Luger now. Calling the Macho Man. He wanted to shake hands at the beginning of this match, and the Macho Man would not have a part of it. Well, they both think there's a hidden agenda here. Savage doesn't trust Luger, Luger doesn't trust Savage. I don't know what's going on there. Any word yet? Can someone tell me something? Are we going to have a match? Damn it, go find out right now. How many times you got to tell her? I want to know right now what's going on. What you said, down? Sit down. Sit down. How long does it take to get word on something here? They will let us know people are watch the video. And I have to wonder if Yoshi's law. That's ridiculous. I think the fans, I'm not so sure the fans are cheering for you. They're booing Luger that time. And, you know, Macho Man and Luger have been big fan favorites. No place to go for Macho Man here. Luger now, as this match has taken on different proportions in many ways. Great anticipation. What happened to each other? This is the competition WWE. Wait, let me say something. Let me say something. For as threatening as was the Giant clothing, that battle of those sumo monster trucks was nothing short of incredible. That was
Incredible.
was the story. Absolutely. And my hat's off to the courage of both men for going on top of the roof and getting in the trucks. Like I said to Bischoff, WCW has tonight changed the course of professional wrestling. It'll never be the same again. What is Jimmy Hart? What's Jimmy Hart doing here?
For crying out loud.
I think he'd be with Hogan. I think he'd have been over there. Jimmy Hart is the Somebody must have a walkie-talkie here so I can get outside. All right. What? Okay. What? We are going to. Michael Buffer is going to be going in the ring here in a minute. No, not Buffer. What's going on outside? They have not been told outside, okay? How long does it take to get outside? I'm going to sit here. Why you in the building? You go outside. You go out back, you go outside, you see what the hell's going on. That's what you do, Shivani. You don't worry about Buffer. You don't worry about a bunch of guys in a truck. Do I have to go? That's the best thing that's happened to me. All like, keep going. For crying out loud. Fans, nothing yet on the Giant. We have no idea if he's going to show up or not. If he is hurt, if he's injured, if he's in the river. He felt 5 stories like we were. Nevertheless, we knew we were going to get to this point where Hogan the Giant was going the ring to the WCW World Heavyweight title. But we are not sure exactly what's going to transpire when we go to the ring. I can't get outside. There's going to be 500 people standing in the doorway. It take me 2 hours to get outside. And this is 1995, and we have phones, walkie-talkie, communication. We can talk to astronauts on the moon. We can't find out what's going on 50 feet from this building. Now, I need some answers now. Is that a whole lot to ask for, Tony? There's no need for a producer. Would you like to do it? Go do it? Tony, work in the truck. You don't know. Maybe you don't know something, pal. I'm going to tell you straight right now. You don't know how far back me and his father go. Now, this is very serious to me. Let's go back and take a look at what happened on the roof of the Football Hall a few moments ago, the Battle of the Sumo Monster Trucks. And what an exciting, this was truly, as you said, a first in taking WCW wrestling to a new level. There you see the winner, both axles of the Giant machine pulled out on the outside. There you see once again the overhead view from the roof of Cobo Hall, adjacent to here, Jobo's Ring. And then here's where it all goes in. Let's listen in. Sometimes tempers and emotions can just get too hot. See the Giant? Well, he cornered it, and right there is the leg. Right below is the Detroit River. And right across you see the Windsor Canada. But he should have thought about getting Hogan in the ring. He should have thought about the championship of the world. He didn't have to go after him on that rooftop. This happened moments ago again, man. And here is the most incredible. We do not know the condition. Here's the most incredible.
Oh no!
You can see it. He immediately ran for
Oh no!
Yeah, that's like he has a heart now. Like he cares. Threw a man off a roof. He don't care. He did not throw a man off a roof. And that was something that fans, as you can take a look below the Detroit River, I have no idea what is going to happen next. But I do know that Hulk Hogan and the Giant are now scheduled to wrestle in our main event at Halloween Havoc for the WCW World Heavyweight title. That's what I do know. Yeah, but why can't we find out anything? Is it a lot to ask? And what I get on my hands and knees and beg? If you want, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll tell, please, just send us some information. Is it that hard to find out? I'll show you how to get to the building. Take a cab around the building. Walk outside of the building. You'll see Como Hall. But could someone please tell us what is going on, please? I can't help you, Brain. I'm just like you are. We both have. No, you're not like I am. You don't care. Yeah, nobody. You don't care. You could care less. Yes, I do care. Well, you don't show like you care. You keep asking me stupid questions, and you're sticking up for the other people that won't tell us something. The reason they're not telling us something is because it's bad. Because it's bad. It could be. It absolutely could be. As soon as we know, you will know it. And we're still waiting. I guess there's no Giant yet. And I don't know. We have what? Anybody have a walkie-talkie? All right. Michael Buffer is ready. Let's go to the ring. I need a walkie-talkie. Ladies and
Walkie-talkie.
and welcome to the 1995 WCW Halloween Havoc here in the Joe Louis Arena in the Motor City, Detroit,
Michigan.
This is the featured match of the evening, sanctioned by the WCW the Michigan State Athletic Commission for the heavyweight championship.
Of the world.
Coming to the ring at this time, let's welcome the challenger. He's from the Dungeon of Doom and weighs 450 pounds. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute, there's been a change. Coming to the ring at this time is the champion. Over the California, 6'7", 275 pounds, the king of Hulkmania, the man known as the Hulkster, the heavyweight champion of the world.
Hogan.
And he comes to the ring, and I guarantee you, over his career, he has never felt the way he feels right now.
He's American made.
Something tragedy happened to him. No, please.
Hold on. Hogan, hang on a second. Hogan's got the microphone.
You know something, brothers? What just happened out there wasn't supposed to go down, man. I didn't want the Giant to take the punch, brother. That's a long way down to the parking lot. And I apologize. There was a terrible accident out there in the Giant, as far as I know, brother. After the accident, when I saw him last. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger has arrived.
The challenger has arrived. Would you remember?
We'll know what to survive a 9-story fall from the rooftop. Something has happened here.
First time in the ring. Green, he is ready to go. My goodness, is this borderline incredible? Is this the most incredible thing you've ever seen in your life? I mean, Christine, look at him. I mean, he's off the roof. Ready. And Hulk Hogan.
You know, we don't know if that roof is layered. He may have fallen 1 story, 2 stories, or he may have landed on a car or truck or something. No one tells us anything. How are we supposed to know? But he is in the ring, and he is here at Joe Louis Arena, and he is alive, and he looks like he's well. Hogan? Oh, Hogan. I hope he throws you. Oh.
Here we go, man.
Gratefully all right.
The most anticipated
I might be addicted to it.
WCW World Heavyweight Championship I can remember in a long time. And the Hulkster kind of looks like the Taskmaster there. Look at it. It's the dark side of Hulk Hogan. And it's lean in for this massive man.
Nothing. That's no monster truck, Hogan. That's the Giant. You're looking at the face of the next heavyweight champion of the world.
That's staggering.
Players have staggered before. Doesn't mean anything.
He is modeling. Hogan's going to go at him again. What is this man made of? Hogan's going to try to pick him up again.
Hey, that's the man that just pitched you off a roof. He didn't care about you. Giant, eat him up. Eat him up like you would villagers.
Eat them up.
Unscrew his head. Rip his arms off. Show Hulk Hogan what you're all about. Show the world.
The Hulkster being laid to waste here by this massive man who plummeted. Hulk won the battle of the sumo monster truck and one of the most incredible tournaments of the big foot.
And if we can't find out during this broadcast exactly what happened with the Giant, watch Nitro tomorrow night. I will definitely have the answers for you. Oh, I just feel so good. I think the answer is pretty clear. That this giant is more than a man. He is more than just a guy who's over 400 plus pounds. He's a man who can take almost anything. He's not human. And on Halloween, this man is like Frankenstein. The dead goes to life. Oh, Hogan, there's no trick or treat for you. You're a lonely, broken man now. And this giant is too hot. Just too powerful for the size of it. Look at the paws on it. How many people have been able to do this? Only one other man that I know of. As a taskmaster, you have done your work well, my friend. A foot to the chest. And for a man who we've never seen wrestle, and a man we've never seen in the ring before, this man knows his craft. He has taken it to the heavyweight champion of the world. The immortal Hulk Hogan is on his knees where he should be. Come on here, Hogan. Let's see it all. Let's see a win. The fans are chanting Hogan's name. They want the world heavyweight champion to battle back here. But I'm not so look at the tail, the size of this guy. Could be the next world heavyweight champion. Oh, what an event we've had, fans. Look at this, Hogan still fighting to get up on his feet. It's not going to do any good. Hogan was mentally destroyed when he walked to the ring tonight. He was mentally destroyed when they started welding those monster trucks together. He was mentally destroyed at Huntington Beach when he first focused on this man right here. Hogan said, Jimmy, he is too strong. I've never heard him say that before, would you? And certainly Jimmy Hart was a show of concern that I've never seen in the manager of the heavyweight champion of the world. Hogan was screaming out, Jimmy, he is too strong. And right now, the power of the giant is too much, but the fans are clapping, and Hogan responds. The Hulkamaniacs are coming to life. He is feeling the power of the Hulkamaniacs. They're lighting the torches to run out. You were seeing Hulkamania live, and then you see the giant kick it back down. I've never seen Hogan wrestle in anything but yellow and red. This doesn't look like the Hulk Hogan I know. This looks like a beaten and crushed man. Back they go to the rope. The giant is having his way with Hogan. Elbow. And the people here are just watching it all with ease. One arm. Hogan, one of the biggest men at 6'8" the sport's ever seen. But in the hands, cradled in the hands of the giant, he looks small actually. And the giant, 7'4", well over 400 pounds. With a head of skin, the big legs up, and the hot. Let him do it, giant. Stay on him. Stay on him now. Hulk Hogan. He's got the giant reeling to the turnbuckles of the giant. That teeth coming out of his mouth. Head first of the giant again. To the throat. Hulk Hogan climbs the rope. Looks like a child in his arms. Look at that, Shabbat. There's a 275-pound man. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. It's like a toy in the arms of a giant. But he's out in order. The Hulkamania screaming in the middle. And I'm sure all around the world in living rooms everywhere. Hulk Hogan, who donned the black, who turned and when he said to the dark side, in the battle when he done to the battle, you hear Jimmy Hart encouraging it on. As Hogan pours all of his soul over his face down. But he hasn't been off his feet yet. The giant hasn't been off his feet. And it's just a matter of time that he wraps his hands around his neck and picks him up and choke slams him. Choke slams the title right off the legs of that man.
fans. Just blow up the roof. How far down we go?
Oh, but the secret weapon is on the way.
Where was he taking the giant? Where was he going? I think they've seen enough. I mean, you just cannot keep Hulkamania down the same way that giant. He's back from the dead after falling off the roof. Hulk Hogan came back for the power of the giant. Falling alive in this match. Falling off the roof. My foot he fell over. He was shoved off the roof by Hulk Hogan. Hogan ahead of steam. The giant still on his feet. When you kids go to school tomorrow, tell all your friends. If they didn't watch it tonight, go watch Central. And you're going to find out what this is all about. He went for the chokehold. And Hogan raked the eyes. I wonder how much the giant has left. Into the rope. He picks up Hogan.
Hogan!
When you hit the ropes and charge a man of that stature, you know, the giant has made a big mistake here. He has never yet gone for Hogan's neck. The neck he has hurt and injured. 1, 2, just a matter of a week or a few days ago, he was wearing a neck brace. Oh, yes, he did. He was trying to go for it. But Hogan countered it by raking him in the eye. But I mean, he's got to go for it with both hands, Tony. He's got to turn his head around so he can see where he's been. Again, the power of the giant. Counting away off Hulk Hogan, the heavyweight champion of the world, and you are watching this titanic struggle for wrestling's most coveted prize, the WCW Gold Belt. Many great champions throughout the years have held the belt, but none have been in a battle under more bizarre, more shocking circumstances than what we've seen tonight in the Joe Louis Arena. I've never been involved in a pay-per-view like this. But this is why WCW, why fans watch us. Because you never know what you're going to see. You never know what sort of events are going to happen in a WCW pay-per-view. Why we are number one. Because in the ring, 2 men give it their all. Say what you want, you fans, about the giant in the Dungeon. But he came back after going off the roof of Kobo. And Hogan trying to slip the arms down. And it's not easy driving those monster trucks. I mean, you got to hold onto that wheel with both hands. I mean, that takes a lot of energy out of you. And they were pushing each other on that rope pretty good. Where do they get it from? Where do they get it from? Big bear hug. You see the massive hands placed around the small of the back, pulling in and up. Hogan doing everything he can, he just cannot get out of it. I don't think the giant bunny had this much trouble with Hogan. He's having his hands full. They both are. But Hogan, after breaking loose, has nothing left. And the giant pounds on the back again. They don't get any better than this. You're right about that. Look at the ease of the slap. Oh, God. Are you sure backward champ? This was tough. Looks like he got hit with a hot towel. The man is too strong. He is just too strong. Well, he's 150, 60, 80 pounds heavier than Hogan. He's 7, 8 inches taller than Hogan. Don't forget, not too far from this spot, in the Pontiac Silverdome, they all thought Andre was too strong.
Yeah. Bringing up a much more memorable show. Brilliant. The nerve.
An hour ago, I'd have bet the house. I'd have bet the car. I'd have bet my career. I'd have bet anything I've accumulated my whole life. Nobody could beat this man, the giant, as far as I'm concerned. But Tony, I don't know anymore. I just don't know. Pulling on the bear hug, and we have to wonder now as the referee is in there checking if Hulk Hogan is going out or not. Because you're not seeing a lot of moves like you would from Eddie Guerrero or Sabu. But you're seeing a great match here. You're seeing two
They're fighting for everything. Oh, yeah! This is like the World Series game. This is like a Super Bowl. This is like the final. This is the best it gets. This is World Championship Wrestling, and Hogan's brother, Hulk Hogan! Hulk Hogan taking away! He is loose once again. Oh, no! Here we go! Here we go!
Oh.
To the power! To the power! It's over! It's over! Thank goodness it's over! Tell the Giant down him! Don't waste a second! Don't waste a minute! Here's the lateral left. 1, 2, and Hulk Hogan's on the left! He's back up again! I give up! I give up! One man, you can go off the roof and he'll come back. The other man, you can do anything at all. And he'll come back. Hulk Hogan is back at Halloween Havoc. And he's hooking up. Hulk Hogan is stalking. And he's hurt. He's up and away.
You.
He's been injured. Oh, sorry. The Hulks are right here. Hogan! He must have thrown 100 and some punches already. The Giant is in the big front! He still is not going down! He's going to try to grab him. He wants to prove him from the human. I saw this. This is deja vu. I saw this 12 years ago. Oh my God! He's picking it up! Oh, he's not trying to. Here it comes! The referee went down! I don't know. I think you're watching. I don't know what happened. The referee went down. Did Jimmy Hart hit the referee? People are pointing to Jimmy Hart. He hit the referee.
He hit the referee.
He hit the referee. Hogan was winning. Hogan had the man beat. Hogan had a pin. The Giant is still out. Something had to happen. A man threw something. He got hit in the head. That's what happened. I bet you anything. They can throw a couple all night here. All right, it's telling Jimmy Hart to watch the referee. He pushed the referee.
What a heel turn. Oh, brother.
And the Giant back up. What is Jimmy Hart doing? Did he fall off the roof and hit his head? And now with the referee down, Hulk Hogan in the clutches of the Giant and at the mercy of the Dungeon of Doom. Jimmy Hart was a concern anymore than the title. They're going to finish in the broken video. Here comes Luger and Stevens.
The Yeti.
You are seeing the end of Hulk Hogan. It was a good career. You had a great run, but it's over. It is over. The Yeti is taller than a giant. Look at the size of the Yeti. He's got her stuff. Look at the size of it.
The Yeti. The Yeti. What the fuck? Luger's gone rogue.
The Giant is the winner.
The Giant is the winner.
Do not change hands or you get swallowed
disqualification. Hulk Hogan is still the world heavyweight champion. Jimmy Hart embraces Lex Luger. They embrace Kevin Sullivan. This is absolutely, positively sick.
Well, warm up the bit, man. Hogan's going to the hospital.
It all kind of broke down when Hogan was nailed, and the referee, I should say, was nailed by Jimmy Hart. Here it is again. Now Hogan with the leg drop. This was it, man.
He had him.
And that's right.
Referee was counting one.
Wasn't counting all. He was counting La La Land. Jimmy Hart hit him with the belt. Then Jimmy Hart shoves him out of the way. Then Jimmy Hart takes his cheap shot.
I mean, Hogan had the match won. Hogan was about ready to pin the Giant. Jimmy Hart still could have been manager of the champion. It's over with now. He's not going to work for Hogan anymore. You know that.
Oh. And now we go back live in the ring. Hogan, and I want to give a Macho Man a tremendous amount of credit here. He came out with Luger thinking and helping Hulk Hogan. He was shoved down by the Giants from the incredible turn of events in the Ric Flair match to the unbelievable, breathtaking battle of the sumo monster trucks.
You know, Hogan usually spends about 5 or 10 minutes in the ring when the fans are cheering so he can pose and then do what he has to do for his Hulkamaniac. He's never been in the ring this long, flat on his back. There's some serious damage done to this man.
To the guys trying to right now, Chuck Johnson, they're taking him out, and Hogan obviously can talk. The Giant falls off the roof. Hogan slams the Giant many times, coming back, but in the end, it was the men he thought were his friends who turned their back on the World Heavyweight Championship.
They're still laid out in the ring. And you know the noise. You know how these people here in Detroit, you know how they cheer and yell and scream. There isn't an eye focus anyplace else. Everyone is looking directly into the ring. Hulk Hogan is still laid out. Savage is still laid out. And they're good night with the two nicer guys.
Would you sit down for a second, please? Man, the only thing I can tell you is this. And you're watching this obviously on cable, that tomorrow night on TNT on WCW Monday Nitro, we'll be live from Dayton, Ohio, and we hope to have some sort of answers to what happened with Jimmy Hart, to what happened with Lex Luger, what happened to the Giant between the time he fell off Cobo Hall's roof until the time he made it back to the ring. The thing of it is, though, for you Hulkamaniacs out there, is that Hulk Hogan is still the World Heavyweight Champion right now. And
What if he can't defend the title? Look at Hogan. He don't know where he's at. Savage came to help him. Savage was his friend. Savage would not let this man down. Savage came to help him. And what good did you do to Savage?
it is the most bizarre ending. So one of the most exciting, incredible, bizarre nights we've ever seen in World Championship Wrestling. We will have an update on all of this, not only tomorrow night on WCW Monday Nitro, but this weekend on all of our television programs. For Bobby the Brain Heenan and E.G. Dog with Tony Schiavone. Good night.
Coming up.
Good night, everyone.